Good day, class. This is Teacher Jeng, and our lesson for today is about MS Excel. So, what is MS Excel? Okay, so Microsoft Excel is an electronic spreadsheet developed by Microsoft for Windows, Mac OS, Android, and iOS. So, it features calculation, graphing tools, pivot tables, and a macro programming language called Visual Basic Applications. It is used to organize data into rows and columns. It is used to perform mathematical, financial, statistical, and engineering calculations, to maintain a database, and to create charts and tables of all kinds. So, in other words, ang Microsoft Excel, it is a very powerful spreadsheet program. Okay, it was developed by Microsoft. It is a part of the Microsoft Office suite of productivity software and is widely used for organizing, analyzing, and presenting data in tabular form. Okay. So yung Excel, it provides a grid interface known as worksheet where users can input data, perform calculations, pwede rin silang mag-create ng charts and ng mga graphs. Okay. Early history of Microsoft Excel. Okay. Microsoft originally marketed a spreadsheet program called Multiplan in 1982. Multiplan became very popular on CP/M systems, but on MS-DOS systems, it lost popularity to Lotus 123. So Microsoft released the first version of Excel for the Macintosh on September 30, 1985. The first Windows version was 2.05 in November on the year 1987. So since 1982, hindi pa lang MS Office yung tawag. Multiplan pa lang. And then, they try to use that one on the MS-DOS kaso nawala yung popularity niya dahil pumasok yung Lotus 123. Okay. The first version is the Macintosh. Nirelease siya noong September 30, 1985. Pero yung kauna-unahang Windows version na 2.05, it was on the year 1987. Okay. So, Lotus, yung pumalit doon sa MS-DOS natin na naging popular dati. Lotus was slow to bring 123 to Windows, and by the early 1990s, Excel had started to outsell 123 and help Microsoft achieve its position as a leading PC software developer. Okay. Kaya yung MS Office talaga, ang ganda ng mga features ng mga nandun sa suite na yon. Okay. What is the importance of MS Excel? Easy arithmetic solution. Okay, ang daling mag-compute na dito sa MS Excel. Hindi mo na kailangan gumamit ng calculator. Okay. Various formatting options. So, pwede rin tayo makapag-format dito ng mga text natin. It is also available online. Okay. Or dun sa Google Drive ninyo, kung may Google Drive kayo, yan. You can check, yan. Wait lang. Halimbawa ako, dito sa aking Google Drive, you can go to your Google Drive and then, pwede kayong mag-open yan spreadsheet Spreadsheet ang tawag dyan. Google Sheet, ayan. On the Google Sheet, it is also a real time. It is a real time na pwede kang mag-edit, mga ganon, makapag-edit kayo ng friend mo dun sa Google Sheet na yan. So, it is a real-time online access on editing and formatting some Excel or some spreadsheet via online. Okay. You can do graphing, you can do data organization. Halimbawa, you want to sort something, you want to filter something, okay. Human resources planning, okay. So, ginagamit yan sa mga HR natin. Yan. Especially pagdating sa mga sahod, or do you want to hire someone, okay. Even in programming, ayan, may mga programming din yan. Kasi you can also create database using MS Excel. Okay. Okay, MS Excel basic features. Okay, Microsoft Excel has the basic features of all spreadsheets. Grid of cells arranged in numbered rows and letter-named columns to organize data manipulations like arithmetic operations. It answers statistical, engineering, and financial needs. It displays data as line graphs, histograms, and charts. It allowed the user to employ a wide variety of numerals, and it also has a variety of interactive features. Okay, so this is the Excel window. So when you open an Excel worksheet, you presented with the Excel window. So you use this window to interact with the software. Okay. You type your data into the window and use the window to tell the Excel what to do. Halimbawa, excuse me, you want to create a new worksheet. Okay. Pag gagawa ka ng bagong worksheet, click mo lang itong blank. Ayan. Pero if you want to open something, you can choose from the recently na nagawa mo. Okay. So we call this one as our Excel window. So, ganito po siya. Ayan. Ito yung Excel window natin. Okay. Let me close this one and let me open it again. Okay. I'm going to type here Excel. Ayan. So, once I open the Excel, ito po yung lalabas. Okay. The blank workbook, some templates. Ayan, may mga templates na rin po tayo. Ayan. And then yung mga last activities na nagawa mo. Today, last week, or the older versions, or halimbawa may mga gusto ka pang buksan ng mga workbooks dun sa libraries mo. Okay. Next are the parts of an Excel window. Okay. The parts of an Excel window. Okay, ito yung ribbon. Okay. The ribbon itself, somewhat similar din siya sa ating MS Word. Okay. The ribbon, it tells the software what to do. You issue command. Okay, ito yung mga command natin. Mga command buttons natin, di ba? You can use the ribbon to issue command. So, the ribbon is located below the title bar. So, ito po yung title bar natin. Yan. Book 1. Yan yung title natin. So, ito yung ribbon natin. It comprises of commands and buttons. Yan. So, tinatawag po siya na ribbon. Okay. Quick Access Toolbar. Pareho din siya sa MS Word na may Quick Access Toolbar. This provide commands you frequently use. You want to save, you undo, you redo, appear on the toolbar by default. You want to click to save your file, undo, or redo. So, ito yung Excel natin. Ito po yung quick access toolbar natin. Halimbawa, I want to add new. Ito yung new natin. I want to add open. May open tayo. This is our save. Okay? Maggumaw ng email. Quick print. Yan, may quick print tayo if you want to print this document automatically. So, sa halip na pupunta pa ako dito sa file to create a new one or to save, I will just click the button here in the quick access toolbar. Halimbawa, I want to create a new book. Okay. Click lang ako nga, naging book 2 na siya. Ayan. So, dalawang book na po siya. Okay. Next is the title bar. Okay. We had what we called the default. Okay. Every time that you're opening an Excel or a new workbook, book 1 po. So, may pagkakasunod-sunod po siya. Excel names the first new workbook you open book 1. As you open additional new workbook, sequentially, excuse me, magiging book 2 na po siya. So, if I'm going to click this one, I'm going to create new. Ayan, book 3 na siya. And then, book 4. Ayan, book 5. So, may pagkakasunod-sunod po siya. Sequentially ang tawag yan. Okay. But default, every time that you're opening something, halimbawa maggagawa ka ng bagong workbook mo, book 1 po yung pinaka-default na title ng ating mga workbooks. Okay. Tell me button. Okay. The tell me button is a text field where you can enter words and phrases about what you want to do next and quickly get to features you want to use or actions you want to perform. So, pareho din po siya ng MS Word. Pag may mga bagay na hindi nyo maintindihan or hindi nyo alam gawin kasi na-stuck kayo sa isang bagay dyan sa Excel, you can just go to the tell me button. Okay. This is the tell me button. Yan. Magtanong ka lang, paano mag-add ng comment, paano mag-insert ng table, paano mag-calculate, paano gamitin yung formula. Okay. You can do that in the tell me button. Alam na natin kung paano mag-minimize, di ba? Ito, lahat naman ng mga features natin, kahit nga nandun ka sa Google Chrome, yan, nasa Firefox, even if you're visiting your Gmail, Yahoo Mail, yan. May mga ginagamit tayo na minimize, to hide. Yan. I-hide lang natin papunta dito sa taskbar natin. So we are only minimizing the button. We are only hiding whatever that window na gusto natin itago. Okay. The restore naman, halimbawa, ayan, hinide ko yan, ayan. So, ibabalik ko naman siya. The restore button, normally ginagamit siya, halimbawa yan, pinaliit ko kasi siya, ayan. Okay. I want to resize my window, ayan. Ito yung window ko, ayan. I'm going to resize the window, ayan. So, gusto ko na siyang palakihin, so I'm going to click this one to maximize the window itself. Ayan. Meron tayong restore, meron tayong um, minimize, meron tayong restore, and then meron tayong maximize button. Okay. We also have the close button. So if you want to exit something, di ba? If you want to close the windows na naka-open, yan, just click on the X button. It automatically close whatever that window that you want to close. Okay. If the workbook you're closing is the only workbook open, the close button also closes Excel. Okay. So, the formula bar. Okay. Dito sa formula bar, dito tayo maglalagay ng mga text. Mag-edit ng mga data. If you want to enter any data, we will use the formula bar. Okay. Let me try that one here in the Excel. Okay. Ito yung formula bar natin. Itong malaking bar na to. Halimbawa, mag-edit ako dito. Lalagyan ko yan ng name. Yan. Pag-enter ko, ito na po yung name. So, if I want to edit this one, halimbawa gawin ko siyang uppercase, diyan ko lang siya i-edit. So, this is our formula bar. Ayan. So, kung pwede, lalagyan ko na naman siya ng pangalan. Ayan. Jeng Haramilya. Ayan. Okay. Next is our display the formula bar. Okay. Kung minsan kasi naka-hide yan, hindi siya naka-visible. Pero dito kasi naka-visible na siya. Pero kung hindi siya naka-visible, you just going to go to the view and then, tingnan mo, itatago ko yung formula bar. So, wala na yung formula bar, diba? But if I want to view the formula bar, just click here on this checkbox and then lalabas na yung ating formula bar. Okay. The vertical and the horizontal scroll bars. Okay. You can move up and down and across your window by dragging the icon located on a scroll bar. So, yung scroll bar, marami yan nakikita natin kahit saan. Diba? Hindi lang sa Excel. Yan. So, ito yung scroll bar natin. Yan, yung mga scroll bar natin. Especially kung marami na tayong mga ilalagay dito. Yan. Magkakaroon na tayo ng scroll bar. Yan. The vertical and the horizontal scroll bars. Okay. Next is the status bar. Okay. The status bar it appears at the very bottom of the window and provide information such as the sum, the average, and the count of selected numbers. You can change what displays on the status bar by right-clicking on the status bar and selecting the options you want from the customized status bar menu. Ito po siya. Okay, let me try to do something. Yan. Lagay ko dito 19, 20, 35. Ayan. And then I'm going to add this one. Home and then auto sum. Ayan. So, eto po yun. So, the average, ayan, nandyan po siya. The sum is, nakalagay dito. Wait lang. If I'm going to sum this one, auto sum, ayan. Ayan, pasasum na naman tayo. Bakit puro 74? Lagyan natin ng equals. And then, auto sum. Enter. Ay, ayaw niya. Wait lang. Auto sum. Bakit puro 74? Sum. Ayaw na niya. Wait lang. Equal to sum. And then I'm going to drag this one from here to there. Then I'm going to close. Okay, 222. Okay. Tama, 222. Ayan. So, eto po yan, yung average natin, yung huling nilagay natin, yung 74. Ilan yung count natin? 2, 4, 6. Yan, 2, 4, 6 yung naka-highlight. Yan. So, the sum is 222. Yan po. Yan. So, if I'm going to click that one, lumalabas na dito agad yung sum niya. Kahit hindi ko pa siya tinototal. So, if I'm going to add this one until here, yan, lalabas na rin yung output niya, which is the 444. Okay. So, yan po yung status bar natin. Worksheet. Okay. Ang tawag natin dito sa buong ito is a workbook. So, in every workbook, it comprises of spreadsheet. Okay. Ito yung isang sheet natin. If you want to add another sheet, another sheet, another sheet. Okay. Yan po yung worksheet natin or our spreadsheet. Okay. Our spreadsheet comprises of columns. Okay. Yung columns natin are lettering starting with A to Z and then continuing with AA, AB, AC, and so on. Yung rows naman natin, mga numbers naman po yan. Okay. So, this is our column. Yan, letter A, alphabetically, yan yung column natin. Itong numbering naman natin na 1 to infinity, yan naman po yung tinatawag natin na ito yung column, ito yung rows. Okay. Cells. Okay. Yung cells naman, worksheets are divided into cells. The combination of a column coordinated and a row coordinate make up a cell address. Okay. So these are our cells. Tawag natin sa mga yan, mga bars na yan, is the cell. Okay. Ang tawag naman kung saan nagtapat si H saka 6, yun naman ang tawag natin is the cell address. Ito po siya, oh. That is the cell address, the H6. Okay. Halimbawa, I put here the E9. Okay. This is the cell address. This is the J4. Ayan. This is the H7. This is the M9. This is the N1. This is the C1. This is the C3. This is the A4. Okay. Ang tawag natin dyan is the cell address. So, kung saan nagtapat doon sa column and rows natin, doon po yung tinatawag natin na cell address. So, start po siya dito sa mga alphabet natin, papunta dito sa mga numbers natin. Yun po yung tinatawag natin na cell address. Okay. Normal button. Okay, the normal button formats your worksheet for easy data entry. Okay, so naka-normal po ako. Yan, normal. So, pwede pa akong mag-enter ng mga data. Okay, ito yung page layout. Yan, ganyan naman yung page layout niya. Okay, ito naman, yan. This one, if I want to hide, yan, i-hide ko yung mga cells ko. I-hide ko yung mga magiging blackout na siya. Ayan, naka-blackout na siya. Makikita mo yung mga page preview. Halimbawa, meron kang 2 o 3 na break preview. Yan, gusto mong makita or gusto mong gawin lang na 2 sheets, mga ganyan. So, dito mo makikita. But if you're on the normal, pwede kang mag-edit ng kahit na ano dito sa ating spreadsheet. Okay. Page break preview. Halimbawa, saan ba ako gawa ng example? Mag-open ako ng example. Wait lang. Open Excel hands-on activity. Okay. Halimbawa, this one. Ayan. Ayan. Gagawin ko siyang naka 2 page. 1 page. And then the height will be 2 page. Okay. And then if I want to view ko na yung page break preview niya, ayan na siya. Ayan. So, naka-isa lang siya. Wait lang. Ayusin natin. Ayan. Yung page 1, naka-page 1 lang siya eh. Height, ayan. So, this is the page 1, this is the page 2. Ayan. May mga pages tayo. Pag magdadagdag ka pa dyan, ayan. Page 1. Ayan. Page 1 lang siya. Kasi maliit lang siya eh. So, pag malaki na yan, pwede ka na maglagdagdag ng additional pages. Yan, 3 pages halimbawa. So, pwede mo itong ilipat-lipat kung saan mag-end yung blue na line hanggang dun lang din pag nag-print tayo or pag sinave natin siya in a PDF format. Okay. Zoom slider. Oh, very common naman yung zoom slider, di ba? If you want to zoom in or zoom out your workbook, yan. Okay, wait lang. I will be putting this one in the normal view. I want to zoom in. Yan, paliitin ko. Yan. Or gusto kong palakihin, zoom out ko yung laman ng aking um, worksheet. Yan. You could just use the zoom slider. Okay. Next is the Excel ribbon. Okay. In the Excel ribbon, it comprises commands. Di ba? May mga commands tayo. We had our file, yung mga command rows natin, yung mga command groups natin, kagaya din siya ng MS Word natin. So you use these commands to tell Microsoft Excel what to do. So in Microsoft Excel, you can use the ribbon to issue commands. The ribbon is located near the top of the window, below the quick access toolbar, and the title bar. Okay. Tabs. Okay, yan yung mga tabs natin. File tab, Home tab, Insert tab, Page Layout tab, Formulas, Data tab, Review tab, View tab. Okay. There are several tabs na nakalagay dito. If you're going to click on one tab, lalabas yung mga command groups niya. Inside the command groups are the command buttons, di ba? Ito yung command group natin. Halimbawa, ito, front command group. Okay. Inside the font command group, may mga command buttons tayo. So, clickable lahat ng mga button na yan. So, ang tawag natin sa mga yan is the command buttons. Okay. Next is the dialog box launcher. This is the dialog box launcher, yung maliit dyan. So, may mga parts kasi, halimbawa, dito sa ating font group, may mga parts dyan na hindi kumasya dito sa loob ng ating box na to, sa ating group, okay, sa ating command group. Kaya, nilalagay nila siya sa dialog box launcher. Or kung minsan, um, if you want to make changes or the default in your command group, pwede rin po dito sa ating dialog box launcher. Okay. So, galleries. So, when you select a ribbon option, Excel may present a gallery. A gallery is a set of options. Okay. Yan. Okay, eto, may mga options tayo. Marami tayong mga options. Ayan, mga options natin. So, these are our tabs. Okay, this is our command group. So, lahat ng mga clickable na yan, those are our um, command buttons. Yan. So, pwede kang pumili dyan ng kahit na anong tab na gusto mong gamitin. Okay. Okay. So, these are the galleries. Yung galleries natin, if you want to put a style, kung lalagay ka ng mga style doon sa gagawin mong table. Okay. Let me create this one table. Ito yung table natin na yan. Ayan yung table natin. Okay. Halimbawa, lagyan natin siya ng design. Home. Okay, ito. Ayan. Conditional formatting. Yan. So, I want to do some design. Yan. Okay? Yan. So, magkakaroon na siya ng design. Yan yung mga galleries natin. So, you could choose whatever design that you want. You can just choose from the list. May mga list naman tayo eh. Pili ka lang dyan ng anong gusto mong design para dyan sa table mo. Okay. Next is the how to pin the ribbon. Madali lang naman yung pin ng ribbon, pero normally nakapin lang naman talaga siya unless naka-unpin talaga siya. Okay. So, pag naka-unpin, when the ribbon is unpinned, you can see the tabs but not the command groups. So, when you click a tab, the command groups appear. Okay. Kasi dito sa side na to, wait lang. Wala siya, hindi kasi siya. View. Formula bar headings. Hindi. Saan ko ba yun nakita? If you want to pin, kasi ito kasi nakapin na kasi siya eh. Nakapin na kasi ito. Meron dito kasi pin. Pag hindi siya nakapin, yung pag gagamitin mo tong mga tabs na to, is nag-hide siya, di ba? May mga time kasi na nag-hide. So, may pin dito sa may dulo. You need just to click that one to pin para maipin mo tong ribbon mo. Okay. Okay. Ito pala, how to unpin the ribbon. Okay. Go to the lower corner of the ribbon. Okay, in your home tab, go to the lower. Excel unpins the ribbon Once you can see the tabs but not command groups, when you click a tab, the command groups appear. Choose any tab, the ribbon appears. The chevron only appears when the ribbon is unpinned. Okay. Move around an Excel worksheet. Okay. So, tawag natin dyan as a cell. Okay. Every time that we're moving our mouse, we're clicking on something inside. Yan, yung mga addresses natin, we call that one as the cell. If you want to move to a specific cell, click that cell. Then, if you want to insert data, begin typing. Okay. Halimbawa, ito. Ayan. Balik tayo dito sa blanco na to. Saan ba? Ayan, subukan natin na yan. Ayan. So, halimbawa, I want in the A1, I will put the name. Ayan. Okay. Dito sa B1, dito ko naman ilalagay yung pangalan ko. Ayan. So, we call this one as our cells. Okay. Or our cell address. Okay. Yung cell address natin, it starts from the letter T going to the numbers. Okay. Next is a specific cell. Yun na yung specific cell natin. So, it is based on the cell address itself. Okay. To move around, if you want to do move around the Excel, we could just press, okay, press natin yung mga arrows natin. Yan, up, 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 down, 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 left, 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 right, 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 right. Okay. Next is move up and down, nagawa na natin. Go to function, okay, F5. Okay, yung F5 naman, halimbawa, meron akong gustong hanapin, yan, yan, F5, halimbawa, yung table 1 ko, yan, okay, okay, yan, so yan yung table 1 ko. So, halimbawa, mag F5 na naman ako, hanapin ko naman yung table 2 ko, okay, the table 2 will go here. Yan. So, in the one workbook, halimbawa sa isang workbook, marami kang spreadsheet, yan, ang dami mo ng sheets dyan, may gusto kang hanapin, so you're just going to click on the F5, then pili ka doon sa mga nakalist para mapuntahan mo kung saang sheet yung hinahanap mo. Okay. Name a box. Okay. The name box is located on the far left side of the formula bar. Ang tawag natin sa name box na yan is name box ang tawag natin dyan. Ang tawag naman natin dito is the cell address itself. Okay. Ito, yan. Ito yung name box natin. Ito yung cell address natin. Okay. Name box, cell address. Name box, cell address. So, this is the name box, the D5. The cell address is the D5. Okay. Shortcut keys. Okay, may mga shortcut keys din po tayo na pwedeng gamitin. Control home, control end, home, control page up, control page down, control G, yan. So, pwede natin gamitin lahat-lahat yan. Okay. So, let's try to do some calculation. Okay. Halimbawa, ito yung graded weighted average mo. Okay. I want to calculate the graded weighted average based on the units. Okay. So, ito yung units natin. If we're going to do the units, you're just going to enter equal sign, then sum, and then click mo dito sa start pababa, drag mo pababa, and then close. Yan. So, 25 units lahat-lahat ito. Okay. The total grade, ito yung grade natin. Yan. So, the total grade is equal to, yan. Okay. Sum of this grades, then enter. So, 12.5 ang grade natin. Okay. If we're going to calculate on the GWA, okay, equals 12.5 divided by ba? We need to multiply muna. Kasi kailangan muna nating multiply this one to this one. So, to do that one, click this one and then type the asterisk and then this one, then click enter. Okay. So, ito na yung na-multiply from our units multiply by the grade. And then, dito na papasok yung total grade natin. Okay. So, the total grade the sum, and enter, and then for the GWA equal to the grade divided by the number of units. So, the general weighted average is 1.59. Okay. Pag mag-add kayo, yan, halimbawa mag-add kayo, kukunin nyo yung total niyan, yan, i-drag nyo lang yan pababa hanggang sa extra line. Hindi niya inad. Wait lang. And then, go to the sum. Ayan, auto sum. Ayan. So, nagkaroon na agad siya ng auto sum. Ayan. Halimbawa, kukunin ko naman yung average niyan. Ayan, average niya. So, I'm going to click the equal sign, then average. Type ko lang yung word na average. And then, I will be dragging from here to here. And then, I'll be closing that one, then enter. Okay. So, the average of this is this one. Okay. So, ganun lang mag-auto sum. Okay. So, pag mag-enter naman tayo ng mga text, mga ganyan, halimbawa, okay, gagawa tayo ng class record, halimbawa, this is the name of the student, okay, year and section, and date today. Ayan. Di ba? Lumagpas yung year and section. What you just need to do is click in between this line and then just do the double click. Ayan. So, idadrag na niya pa automatic. Kukunin niya yung size ng pinakamahabang sentence and ilalagay niya yan. Okay. Halimbawa dito, yung pangalan ko ilalagay ko. Okay. Mary Jane R. Aranzia. Ayan. So, dito sa column na to, okay, in this specific cell address, which is the B2, gusto ko magkasya yung pangalan ko dyan. So, pwede dito, i-click mo dyan, double click na ganyan. Okay. Pwede rin na i-word wrap mo siya para halimbawa kung paliliitin mo yung column na yan and then palalakihin mo dyan, automatic nag-a-adjust na siya. Ina-adapt niya yung mga columns natin. Okay. How about the year and section? So, BSIT for, uh, yan, 4A. And then the date today is May 5, 2020. Halimbawa, gusto ko na lagyan ng mga kulay. Yan. I want to put colors here. Okay. Pwede ka rin mag-merging. Halimbawa, gusto mong gamitin itong dalawang column na to. So, you're just going to highlight and then click the merge. Ayan. Yan, pwedeng naka-left na siya dyan. Sa kanya na si B and saka si C. So, the address of this is BC. B2 na may kasamang C. Yan, kasama din kasi si C dyan. Pero normally, it start with the B2. Okay. So, if you want to unmerge, you're just going to click this one and then ma-unmerge mo siya. Yan. So, babalik na siya sa dati niyang column. If you want to put lines or border line, just click here. Yan. Click mo lang dyan and lagyan mo yan ng all borders. Magkakaroon na siya ng mga borders. If you want to give colors on this column, yan, you just go here and then choose any color that you want. Okay, like that. Okay, if you want to format the text, you want to change this one into Bookman Old Style. Yan, palitan natin siya into a Bookman Old Style. Yan. Tapos gusto ko naka-bold siya. Okay. And then this one, gusto ko din i-format. Gusto kong palitan yan ng Adobe Gote. Yan. So, napalitan na siya. Gusto kong palakihin yung text. Yan. Para bumalik yung dati niyang haba. Ayan. So, ganyan po siya. And then, if you want to format mo yung mga sizes and everything. Tapos, if you want to put this one na naka-center, yan, pwede rin siyang naka-center na ganyan. Pwede mo na rin siyang i-ganyan na center na like that. Ayan. Okay. In doing the numbering naman, halimbawa gagawa ka dito ng number 1, 2, even na nakakapagod yung magta-type ka pa ng maraming numbers, di ba? So, what you just need to do, you just need to drag itong mayroong box dito sa gilid niya. drag mo pababang ganyan, okay? And then, you click here, the arrow, and then you do the fill series para mag-auto numbering na po siya. Ayan, ganyan po yung auto numbering. Okay, what if I want to put the jiwa here? Okay, jiwa. Okay, gusto ko nandito yung jiwa. So what you need to do is you need to click on the equal sign coming from the sheet 4. Yan. And then I'm going to double click that one and then I'm going to click enter. Automatic, nandito na rin si jiwa. Okay. So automatic, just do the equal sign that you want to copy. Click enter. Papasok na siya sa other spreadsheet natin. Okay. What if I want to copy this spreadsheet into another workbook? Okay. What you need to do is you need to right click this one, move or copy. Yan. Then gawa tayo ng panibagong book. And then we need to create a copy. Yan. So, meron tayong nagawang workbook. Yan. Ito yung workbook natin. Book number 1. Ito naman yung bagong book natin. Okay. Wait lang. Ito yung bagong book natin. Ito naman yung dating book natin. Excel hands-on activities. Tapos ito yung bagong book natin. Na-copy natin whatever is inside this workbook papunta sa other workbook. Okay. Ano pa ba yung mga dapat kong ituro? So, we already format something, naka-wrap text na tayo, naka-merge na tayo, we do the formatting, pwede na tayong mag-format ng mga tables, maggawa ng mga cell styles using our gallery. We do the auto sum already. Yan. Halimbawa, you want to change the size pag mga rows natin, yan, yung mga rows na yan. Gusto mong palitan yung mga sizing niya, yan. So, you're just going to go there and then go 35, yan. So, lalaki na rin yung mga sizes natin. In the insert naman, if you want to insert a table, we want to insert a pictures, mga online pictures natin, pivot chart, halimbawa gagawa tayo ng chart, okay, gawan natin ng chart yung, wait lang, ito, gawan natin to ng chart. So, you just need to highlight this one, lagyan natin ng variable, ng value, wait lang. Lagyan muna natin to ng pangalan, so grade, ayan. Year na lang dito. So, 2012, 2013, and then fill series. Ayan, 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Halimbawa, gawin natin to ng table. Okay. So, ito na, may lalabas na dito. Automatic naman na siya mag-a-analyze eh. Ayan. So, pili ka na dyan ng mga tables na gusto mo. Halimbawa, data bars. Ayan. Halimbawa, you want charts. Ayan. Gawa tayo ng charts na naka-line chart. So, ito na po siya. You could just edit the title. Yan, pwede mo rin palitan yung mga nandito, mga legends niya para makita mo kung tama ba yung naging report mo. So, madali lang siya. You just do the highlight. May lalabas dito na icon. You just need to click. Pili ka lang dyan. Okay, clustered form. Yan. So, meron na tayong dalawang table. Okay. You can do some design. Palitan mo yung mga design niya. Yan. Pwede kang pumili ng mga design. Yan. Okay, you can choose any designs that you want. Okay. Data, what else? Preview, view. Yan. Kung gusto mong tignan kung naka-page break preview, page layout, custom views, marami tayong mga pwedeng gamitin. If you want to zoom in, zoom out. Yan. Okay. So, I think that concludes our lesson for today. So, you will be having your hands-on activity. So, try to familiarize with MS Excel. Para pagdating ng, if we're going to see each other again after this, itong inano nila sa atin na hindi pa tayo kasi pwedeng magkita because nasa bahay muna kayo because of this heat wave. So, you will be having your hands-on activities for the MS Excel. So, mag-a-add na lang ako ng a little bits of mga tips and mga tricks siguro pag nandito na kayo, gagamitin din natin yung mga shortcut keys, mga ganun. So, overall, Microsoft Excel is a versatile and powerful tool for managing and analyzing data, suitable for a wide range of applications, including financial modeling, budgeting, inventory management, project planning, and data visualization. So if you have any question or clarification for this topic, you could just send a text message into our group chat and then doon na lang ako sasagot. And for your activity, I will be posting that one in our Google Classroom. So I think let's call it a day. And thank you for watching this video. Have a nice day, everyone, and goodbye.